Great game. Great credit to Denver and Phil and for the season that they had. I think Denver's being here to our sport overall as almost anything that's happened in the last 10 or 15 years. It's been quite a ride for us, and I give our guys a lot of credit. The first half, if we had talked about how we'd like to script it, it probably wouldn't have been very different from what you saw out there. We were going to try to attack Denver from behind the goal and used an attackman to in that spot on the first midfield to take somebody behind the goal, and then also come back with Steele and the other attackman. It takes a little bit of time to get that organized offensively, so we talked about being patient offensively, and our approach sort of dictated that happened, and then like I've been saying to you guys throughout, shooting well and taking advantage of those opportunities was going to be a key, and I thought we'd put some pressure on a young kid in the cage, and it took advantage of the opportunities we did create, and guys are doing a great job, and it was a little bit of a little concerned at halftime just to know that we had to come out and play 30 minutes against a quality team, and you're a little bit stuck in the second half there, trying to find a balance between taking some time off the clock and being a little bit more deliberate perhaps, and also kind of keeping up the tempo as best you can, and you knew that Denver was going to be able to take advantage of some of those things, but I never thought the game really got away from us. I thought when we called the timeout after they scored, I think they got 3 in a row there, I thought that kind of we got the game back under control at that point and played it out, So it's a real thrill for us to consider that we're playing on Monday, and we're looking forward to the opportunity.
I try to stay away from the blogs and all that stuff, but I can't help myself. And I distinctly remember reading back in March or in April, someone wrote, and it was brutal. It was on the Virginia blog. They wrote, this season, it's been a nightmare. I can't wait for it to be over. I'm already looking forward to next season. And I was just like, wow, it's great, and this is awesome. I couldn't be happier with the way we've played for the past 2 weeks.
Thrilled to be back in Baltimore and to play well and get the win. It's just, it means the world to me. We've been here, 2 times in my career and haven't been able to get over the hump. So, the job's not done by any means, but, we're all excited, and, we just couldn't be happier for the opportunity on Monday.
One thing we've been changing is we've been dodging a lot of X. We've been playing a lot of two-man game, and we've just been having these guys that are just stepping up every game, and in practice too. We had Mark Cockinen, who put in, I believe, 3. And you got Matt Kugler, who's scoring goals, and everyone's doing a little bit of a part, and we're just moving quick. We're moving off ball a lot. And we're just kind of getting these defensemen tired, and we're probably a pain to guard because we're constantly moving sand picks for each other, and we're just kind of clicking as a team, playing team ball.
I mean, zone frustrates, without a doubt, frustrates offenses. And especially when you go up and you have a lead, and then you sit back in a zone. For the opposing team, that's pretty hard. Denver's a great group, and they're a classy bunch of kids, but you could hear the frustration out there, and that's not the first time. Over the teams we've played in the past, you hear the kids, offensive kids, they get frustrated about it. Shots aren't falling, we're only giving up perimeter shots, we're not getting really many inside looks. So I think it's been very effective.
I would have told anybody, that I would take the quality of resiliency above maybe all others in team sports, and a group that can kind of figure it out on the fly a little bit, and that seems to be a strength of this group. I'm not sure I've had a group that has played as close to its potential as this group has overall. Even when we were in some turmoil in the middle of the season, the core of this team was fun to be around, and just a group that has been when you read about us from the outside looking in, you might think, boy, there's a team that's in a little bit of disarray. And it really never was the case. They hung together the whole time, and then when we sort of kind of sorted ourselves out a little bit toward the end, and then we had a chance to finally came to terms with, okay, here's who we are. We're not running by you the way we were earlier in the year. We're not stretching out on defense and playing you out on the perimeter. We just don't have the people to be able to do that right now. And then we just started to get a little bit better at who we were. And 5 or 6 weeks ago, there's not a lot of folks that thought we'd be sitting here today having this conversation. But I think the guys in the locker room, I think that they never stopped believing.